Feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl right now.
Oh, yeah.
Shorty ought to been my me. Oh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my install. Here lies young getting paid for never take a loss on my install. Only take a...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, it's McCoy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Detroit!
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? they've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
All right.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going in their control.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll go on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
This give is to McCoy. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A give to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on a running play. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And off the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran at the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's McCoy, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give to Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. No.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
We are going.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Hey, 88. No.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Eric Ebron, as time expires in the first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
18. Hey, 88. Let's go. No.
Now Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He completes it to Boyd. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and he picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
18. Zoom. We are going.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. They give him a gain of 38.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
No, check, Patriot! Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good, wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Box it. No. Hey, check 26.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand. On 3rd down, this is Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
319.
They run with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A good pick up there at 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pick up there at 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On target over the middle to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Running with Howard. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point. I always viewed